Hi guys, this is your girl Truth Slayer. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a great morning. I first of all want to thank you guys for coming through. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give a thumbs up for a girl and share this video. This is going to be a quick rundown on President Biden's first State of the Union address. I'm just going to give y'all a rundown because a lot of people do not want to sit and watch the news or something for an hour and a half or 2 hours. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple cliff notes that I got from it. Now, this may be a little jumbled up because I was trying to take notes while I was doing this. Okay, first of all, we're going to start off. Now, remember, this is facts, and I'll give you my unbiased opinion or takeaway after I conclude this. It started off with the president, the vice president, the Speaker of the House, and Justice Roberts, head of the Supreme Court, and your congressional members coming through the hall. Typically, 1,600 or more people would attend a presidential State of the Union address. However, this year it made it historical because the pandemic, only 200 people were allowed to be there. It starts off by President Biden announcing after 100 days, America is on the move again. Biden offered a $2.3 trillion infrastructure plan. You know how Congress, the Senate is really split. It's like a hairline difference. He might be able to succeed under the budget reconciliation process, which would mean only Democrats would vote on this. Thank you, Ms. Ellington. Yet, it remains to be seen if he can secure any bipartisan support. We have to see about that. Moving along. Now, this right here really made me happy. For the first time in history, we saw two women sit behind the President of the United States as he delivered an address to Congress. Hearing the words, Madam Speaker and Madam Vice President, that lit me up. No president has ever said those words from this podium. That's what President Biden said, and it's about time. You know, the historical significance of that is, as long as we have been a country, there have never been two women with that power to sit behind the United States sitting, reigning president. That was cool to me. That was probably the best part. Vice President Kamala Harris will be leading the push to get his $2.3 trillion infrastructure proposals passed. I did notice that during his address, State of the Union address, no Republicans clapped for President Biden during his stated goal of helping cut child poverty. Basically, overall, there was little reaction to his speech, and that's typical in the Senate. So it's not a big deal because even if it would have been a Republican president, the Democrats would have sat on their hands. That's just something they do. I don't understand it, but that's what they do. After the State of the Union address, we had the GOP rebuttal. Now, their response was led by Senator Tim Scott, a Republican of South Carolina. He is the only African-American senator in the United States, Republican. Okay, Senator Tim Scott tried to paint President Biden as a divisive leader. And he said, a president who promised to bring us together should not be pushing a liberal agenda that tears us apart. He dismissed the infrastructure plan as a liberal wish list. In response to President Biden's promise to root out systematic racism, Senator Scott, currently, like I said, the only black Republican in the Senate, said that America is not a racist nation. Now, he's a fool. This is funny. After, on my notes, in parentheses, I put side-eyed. I side-eyed him. for that. Look, you're the only Republican black senator in the country. And for you to come out your mouth and say America is not a racist nation, I got side-eye. Another note I put, remember Vice President Cheney's daughter, Liz Cheney. She is the third highest position in the Republican Party. She made a point to walk across the aisle to fist bump President Biden. Now, she voted to impeach President Trump. Despite the friendly optics, Congresswoman Cheney distanced herself from the Biden after the State of the Union. She issued a statement. President Biden's policies are bad for Wyoming and bad for America. But I did appreciate the bipartisan of her at least coming, to fist bump the president, So those are just the takeaways in that $4 trillion package that would include millions of jobs, child care, community health centers, 2 years of free community college. To me, it was directed toward the middle class, basically. And it was huge. It was big. Now, as far as my opinion, do I think all of this stuff will come to pass? No. I think some of it will, but for the most part, the Democrats are in a bad position because they lost during the election. They lost House seats. So their majority is slimming. Unless something happens, I think that the Republicans, the GOP, will take back the House. I don't know. We'll see during the midterm elections. Now, this was just your rundown of what basically happened. If you did not want to sit there and watch the State of the Union for an hour and a half. But, overall, the best thing that I can tell you that I actually appreciated seeing two women sitting behind the President of the United States because, and this is my opinion, I want to see, when I look at the Congress or the Senate, I want to see people that, hey, just lovely, good morning. I want to see people that represent what the country is about. And this is nothing, no pun against Caucasian or white people. But the truth is, America is we have very diverse. It's not a lily white country. We have people from all ethnicities, black, white, Hispanic. And I think that Congress should look more represent us as a people. And that right there, looking at this, what is she? Half black. I'm talking about Kamala Harris. Half black and Asian. And as a woman, to me, that was wonderful to see the optics. But that was just a quick rundown. Like I said, a lot of people do not like or not interested in politics. You'll just get the Cliff Notes. Do I think that this $4 trillion bill, everything is going to come to fruition? No. But you say it was funny how when he was on point, the Republicans just said there. Yes, just lovely. That's true. That's what I put in my notes. That after that, basically, what did I say? I'm glad you saw it, just lovely. I put there was little reaction to his speech overall. No applause, no standing ovation from the Republicans. But if we're going to be fair about it, if that would have been a Republican president, it is what the Democrats would not have clapped either. And that's sad, but that's just the State of the Union we're in. Ms. Ellington said the GOP will take the Senate because of the censure. Democrats lost some, yes, they did, lost some seats in Congress. Exactly. That's what I feel like they will, unless, I don't know, unless something changes. And, you can never say never because, to be honest with you, I actually thought that Donald Trump would be reelected. So you can't go by optics. I actually did. I thought that he would be reelected. And he didn't. So, but I'm glad you saw that, just lovely. Because you notice that too, that they gave little, the Republicans gave little or any kind of reactions to anything he said. Do I think that it's a big deal? Absolutely. $4 trillion. The thing that struck me is when he said 2 years of free community college. Now, at that right there, I'm going to tell you, I've always had a problem with that, because how many people will actually complete that? You know, if you got free college, you may start off like get a Pell Grant or some kind of grant. You get the money, but you don't complete it. So then who bears the burden of those responsibilities when it comes pay the cost? Taxpayers. I mean, you know, that's too loose for me. I don't know about that. I'm being honest with you. And I've disclosed many times I am not a Democrat nor a Republican. I'm a registered independent voter. Always have been. Hi, Tracy's World. We was just doing a quick rundown of last night, the State of the Union. President Biden's first address after 100 days. And yes, he did. Now, he did take credit for the pandemic. I forgot how many shots he said vaccines have been given. Yes, let me see. I believe they would have to pay it back. Okay, well, he said free college, so I'm not sure about that. And then Just Lovely says, y'all make sure y'all thumbs this up. Yes, did you see the South Carolina senator speak? Yes, I know. I've been at a couple functions with him. That was Tim Scott. I'm going to say again, the only black senator, Republican senator in the United States. And the thing that really stood out with me, regardless of your politics, but when he said that, I wrote it down. When he said America is not a racist nation, I literally wrote side-eye, Just Lovely, when he said that. Now, just looking at that, Just Lovely, you know that to give the rebuttal for the Republicans, the GOP, after the State of the Union address, look at the optics. Who do they have up there? A African-American senator, the only one. So this black man, although you're a senator from South Carolina, to literally say that America is not a racist nation, I gagged. Like, you know, he was used. Hey, to each his own. To me, it's all about truth to power. I don't care about your political stance, but do not play in our face when we see multiple incidents where African Americans are either shot, killed, or beaten by the police. And as a black man, for that to even come out his mouth that America is not a racist nation, to me, he lost all credibility at all. Basically, to me, he sold his soul. You don't have to be, you can be non-political, but you can look at what's going on in America. Let's be real. Let me see what you wrote. I agree with bringing home the troops from Iraq. He said the children's father was there and the troops there wasn't even born on 9/11. Okay, I agree. Just love that you were watching. I like that because I'm a wonk. A wonk by definition is somebody that's into politics, kind of nerdy. I read a lot, but that's me. Well, I agree with bringing the troops from Iraq. Absolutely. It was basically, you know, I would say it was split. There's some things I did like. You good, baby. You're good. You good. Now be careful. Don't hit anything. Shit. I agree with some of the things that he said, President Biden, but then I also thought that some of the things that he stated was on a wish list. You know, that's just too much. And that it is what it is. Like, I am about social justice, about improving things. However, I'm not about wasting taxpayer money. We have been there too long. Absolutely. What is it like? Since 9/11, that would be like 20 years? Would it be like 20 years? No, no, no. Was that, what year was that? 2001? I forgot. But we definitely have been there too long. The only problem with that, just love it, if he brings back, if we leave, take all the troops from over there, what happens if in the making in the Middle East, you get another Saddam Hussein who decides, okay, to take advantage of the nine of us not being there. Now that right there, we got to watch that. So I don't know, y'all. I just give you the little news. Just Lovely says, I kept saying he's standing up there looking like Bob Marley. Oh, the shade, the shade. Patricia Ellington, yes, 20 years. Exactly. I'm in agreement with bringing back troops. However, I do think that we need to still have some presence in the Middle East, because you do not want another Saddam Hussein to come in, and because we have interest in the Middle East to take over. Now, do not ask me what I would do, because I don't know. I'm just giving you my opinion. Just unbiased opinion. Let me see what else. That was basically the biggest news. However, you guys, I'm cleaning my glasses, y'all. I know you saw in the news where Rudy Giuliani, his apartment was raided by the feds. In my opinion, he probably already got rid of anything that was incriminating. Tracy's World says, I believe more people are coming out as being racist now than ever before. Absolutely. There has been an empowerment movement. When President Trump took office, it is what it is. They were, empowered. So, but my thought is this right here. Y'all may disagree. I'd rather someone be a racist in my face than a racist behind my back. Because if you're identified as a racist, I know how to deal with you. But if you're hiding in the shadows as a racist, I have no idea. So my opinion, my thoughts about that. I don't like it, but I'd rather you be a racist in my face than behind my back. And we got to be careful when we say racist too as well. Because Tracy, well, I'm going to put it like this. I have a lot of white friends, and their political ideology is different from mine. They may support something that I do not. And before I label them as a racist, I won't label a person as a racist because of their skin color. Because if we're going to be honest, during those George Floyd protests, there were just as many white people out there protesting, young, full of vigor and energy. What did you say? Oh, shit. Just let's say, whoa, yes. Rudy is a mess. But you think about that. We have to be careful about who we label as a racist. Because go back and look at the footage. I saw young white men and women and Hispanic people getting hit by those rubber bullets just like black people. So I won't label a person a racist just because they have a different skin color and they have different, they don't agree with everything I agree with. I won't do that. Let's say Tracy's World says, because people are going to jail now for saying racist comments. Well, that's a whole nother book of worms, although remember, in this country, there's a freedom of speech. However, with freedom of speech comes a responsibility. If I say something that incites violence or danger, I should be held accountable for that. However, if I say something, even if it sounds ignorant, I don't think you should put me in jail. That's freedom of speech. Patricia Ellington, you can't call a person a racist just because they don't think like me. Exactly. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I refuse to label a person as a racist just because we don't have the same thoughts now. Because, and we gotta take responsibility. As Black men and women, we're quick to call somebody that's another race as a racist. But if we're going to be honest, like I said, during those protests, go look at the footage. You saw young white men, women, Hispanic, Asians. You saw them out there. And they was getting pounded by those rubber bullets, just like the Black people. And see, to me, it's all about accountability. What about all those killings and shootings in Chicago, Black on Black crime? You know, we don't talk about that. Just love to say I agree with that. And that's the thing. We have to take accountability. We don't talk about Black on Black crime. We don't. But we are quick to, if we see some, a white man, a woman, or something that harms a Black person, how about some of them just fucked up? It has nothing to do with race. They'll harm a white person or a Black. Some people are just like that, mentally ill. But I will not label a person as racist, because what I have learned is everybody sees things through the vision of their experiences. If I've never experienced, for example, if I've never experienced living in a projects, and there's nothing wrong with it because everybody need a helping hand to help get up, but yet I have a snooty attitude and I look down on somebody like that because that's not my story, to me that's messed up. And that's being judgmental. Whereas you haven't lived, you didn't live there. You don't know their circumstance or anything. So we're quick. My point is we're quick to judge. And I don't think we should be. That's all I'm saying. Now, y'all, I know over here, we don't get the messy beef because that's just not who I am. I don't do that. I just stick with real life things. I watch a little beef. I get a good kiki, ha-ha. And then I get back on real life issues. That's just me. Now, getting back to when the FBI, they said that they seized electronic devices during the raid at Giuliani's home and his office. I believe they even took a phone. Now, do I think that there was anything incriminating? I don't know, possibly. However, I think it would have been dumb for Rudy Giuliani to have anything on a phone, on a computer, on a laptop that would be incriminating. I mean, how long has Trump been out? Since November, the 6th? I don't know what it'll find, but no, it's still good TV. So that also was in the news yesterday. Oh, but one thing, getting back to this politics, one thing I do not believe in is waste. I do not believe in supporting every darn leftist idea that comes up. No. Well, he is dumb. I don't agree with that. A lot of times it sparks controversial because as an African-American woman, I'm not a cookie cutter. I do not go along. I don't support everything, every policy that the Democrats propose. No. I don't support everything that the Republicans propose. What I do believe in is, first of all, a strong military presence. I believe in criminal justice reform. Yes, it should be. Police accountability. Yes. But do I go along with everything that the left? No. Some of that shit is just crazy, bizarre to me. I'm not going to support it. But yes, I did pretty good. You know, I gave y'all a rundown in like 7 minutes of what happened. But, you know, you can go back and look at it yourself. I just did, like I said, because I actually have an interest in politics. So I figured if you don't want to watch the news, yo, your girl over here, Truth Still, she'll get a rundown with a little bit of my opinion. And like I said, as far as the Republicans not clapping, just sit on their hands during the whole speech, the honest truth is, it wouldn't have mattered if the president was Chinese, black, white, whatever party you're in, the opposing party, they normally typically do not do that. The only time I've seen them do that is when, like if it was something like America was attacked or something. And then you have a unified Senate and Congress. Hi, Patricia Ellington. Hey, Internet Granny. Kisses. So now, I don't know if you guys did not know my opinion. Now you know it. I'm one of these people that go by issue, not by party. I don't vote by party. I gotta watch it from the beginning. Yeah, the most significant thing to me was seeing those two women sit behind the president. Now I know this is gonna sound frivolous, but I did have a question. If anybody can answer that, let me know. When President Biden announced this, he said, "Madam Speaker, Nancy Pelosi," and then he said, "Madam Vice President." Now this may sound weird, but I wonder, why did he say Madam Speaker before he said Madam Vice President? Or do you guys think that was just a glitch? Okay, Tracy, you got to go back and watch it. Internet Granny says, "Hello, everyone." But did y'all find it odd when he addressed them? He said, "Madam Speaker, Nancy Pelosi," and then Madam Vice President, Kamala Harris. Did you not think he should have said Madam Vice President first? I don't know. This is just being picky, but it is right. I wondered about that. Was that a glitch or was that purposely structured? When they do those speeches, everything is scrutinized because they know it's going to hit every national cable network. Oh, okay. That's why I did it. It was Pelosi's house. So because she's Speaker of the House, protocol dictated that he announced her first. I wondered about it. I'm glad you gave me the answer, Miss Ellington. I kept saying they look good back. Yes, they did. I actually wondered, Kamala, let's go into fashion. Now let's do about fashion. She, her suit, what she had, I think it was like a light blue. And Nancy Pelosi, I think, had on a pink. And I wondered, was that playing, like even the colors? I don't know. Sometimes I get this conspiracy shit in my head. Even down to the colors, because that optics is everything. They were going to have millions of people watching this State of the Union, especially being his first State of the Union in 100 days of office. Oh, okay. Both of y'all said it was her house. Well, that makes sense. I actually was wondering, I asked my husband, I said, "Do you think he misspoke?" And he said, "No," but I didn't know the answer. I just thought he would announce the president first. Because if you go down the line of succession, if something, God forbid, should happen to the president, what is it? The vice president steps in. If she's not there, or he's not there, then it goes to what? The Speaker of the House. Anybody know what happens if the Speaker of the House is not there? If something happened to her, say it was a big old thing, where she says, "I run my OES meetings. I wish someone would jump protocol." Okay. Kamala always dresses like she's ready to work and work. She did. She looked so good. It looked good. It definitely looked good. Definitely looked good up there. Definitely. What is that show? It's on Netflix. What is it called? Designated. Is it Designated Survivor? Designated. Go ahead, Patricia Cunningham. Designated Survivor. Okay, Miss Cunningham. This is a. Okay, who said it? Who goes next? The succession line of succession. The whip of the GOP is next. How could a whip? Because they don't control the Congress. The whip is my Congressman James Clyburn. That's what I'm wondering. If the Democrats control the House and their president, yeah, somebody find it out. If Okay, Nancy, we done got rid of the first what? The president, the vice president, the speaker of the house, the first three most powerful people. Who takes positions number 4? Anybody know that? Would it be you know what? That's a good question. That's interesting. But that's you watched that show too, Internet Granny Designated Survivor. I love that show. And you know what? It wasn't until I watched that show, I never even knew that somebody was designated. What she say? Okay, Patricia, fine not, Miss Alex. I never knew that someone in Congress was designated. And what I did, once I found it out, I actually Googled, because my mind is always looking for answers. That person that's the designated survivor, they are never in the room. They never attend any of those speeches. Never attend any of the speeches. They are never in the room with the president or the vice president. You got all the series? But I didn't even know that worked like that. Did anybody else know that? Yeah, they are never put in a position where they're around the president or the vice president. So whoever the designated survivor is, they wouldn't have never been at the State of the Union. They can't attend that. In the news, it's saying Biden does not have a designated survivor. Get out of here. Hi, the best is yet to come. Welcome. Make sure y'all thumbs up this. What? Hey, my 2 cents, my boo. I know you at work, so I didn't even send you the link, baby. I know you was at work. Just Lovely says, Office Party won Vice President Democratic 2 Speaker of the House, Representative Democrat 3 President of the Pro Temporal of the Senate, Democrat 4 Secretary of State. Okay. See, that's why I knew that when somebody said the GOP something, I knew that couldn't be correct because the way it's structured with the Democrats. But that is good. Y'all, we are learning some stuff today. Kamala dresses like if she's got to move around and throw them hands. Yes, I wonder if she had on her sneakers. Right? Just Lovely. It's on this. Number 1. She's on it. Okay. Who is the president's pro tempore of the Senate? Would that be what's his name? Chuck Schumer? No, he's head of the Senate. I don't know. But see that y'all look it up. We have did a little bit of political science today. And I'm serious, I love that show, Designated Survivor. I had no idea how the government works like that. But I tell you what, we would never know who the designated survivor is because we're never going to see them in the same room with the president, the vice president, the heads of state. After I looked it up, after I went to looking it up, it shows you, well, I don't know if it's true, if it's a reliable source, but I went to Wikipedia and I wanted to see, well, who was President Obama's designated survivor. And you can actually look up there and see all of the ones that passed designated survivors. And you can see for each president. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. You know Google is my friend. Okay. Here it is right here. 16. Come on now. But you know what? Since y'all in here, I'm going to go over that one time. What did y'all think about, if you just came in, Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina? And I have been to functions with him there. I was very offended when he said America is not a racist. There's no systematic racism in America. And I said he has sold his soul. Sold his soul to stand up there as a black man from the South. I was offended, but hey, I guess you got to get it where you get it. Wait, what she say? Okay, she's speaking. Patricia Khan said, I know. Internet granny. Do y'all realize how the optics were made to look for the rebuttal? They brought the only black GOP Republican senator in the United States to give the rebuttal to Biden's first State of the Union. The optics. How will it be Secretary of State when they could be of another party? Go ahead, Just Lovely. Go ahead and answer that. Just Lovely is on it with these politics. I love it. Let me see. Let me ask a question. Who was President Obama's designated survivor? Let me see. Oh shit. Google acting funny. I don't want that. I don't want that. What do you think about the law of violence against Asians? What about us? I agree. I think that when this first happened, and this is my opinion, you guys, so it's not based on anything but my personal opinion. When we first started seeing the attack on the Asians, I think that the media came out very hard, swift with it to respond that it was wrong. I think it took them more time for them to address the violence against black people. Remember, what year was it? We saw Philando Castro get killed. His girlfriend is live streaming this on Facebook, Instagram, or something. I don't think if they would have came out just as hard against violence against black people when that happened, I think this whole thing would have had a different tone. Yes, they reported it, but nobody was out there doing the stuff that they did with George Floyd. And now, all of this that they're covering violence against Asians. I think that they, to me, had a greater impact when that first happened with the Asians than the black people that had been getting shot down, killed with cops. Once again, this is my unbiased opinion, just going by what I saw. Y'all can get your own opinion, but that's just mine. So, yep. But like I said, I'm not gonna I definitely won't label anybody as a racist just because of the color of their skin. Because like I said, the truth is, when I saw the protest, I saw people of all different colors out there getting hit by these rubber bullets all over the world. We saw protests. We saw protests in Europe. We saw people just cutting up. And they weren't all black. So you can't just label a person as a racist because of their color. But it would be interesting to know. I can't find it now, but I did. I went on, when I Googled that, it took me to Wikipedia and it showed all the previous presidents, their designated survivor. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was only one that was a woman. It's a white woman, of course, but it was interesting when I saw that. But anyway, wait a minute. Racism, absolutely. Absolutely. Racism is a mindset. Absolutely. I can tell you something. Sometimes, especially if you're young and your parents or grandparents were all about their ideas and beliefs, a lot of times people, from what I've seen, they have the white privilege and they don't even realize that they may do things. We can see it, but because that's their everyday life process, they don't even realize it. So to me, if you can have a conversation, it's up to us to sit down with these white people, your white friend, your coworker, or whatever, and we have to educate them as Black people, because a lot of they don't know. They really don't know. Yo, what you just did, that's white privilege. We can see it. So it's up to us. Some people you're not gonna get through, but the point is, everyone that you can get through to show them that, because the truth is, let's be honest. Can we be honest for a minute? This country literally was built on racism. It was structured to always have the white man above the Black person. Look at the founders of the country. They were all white. Look at what year was it when you were on, even a Black person wasn't even considered a person. What was it? A quarter of a person couldn't vote. What was it? I know I'm messing it up. Y'all get it. Patricia, you do that? Internet Granny says she does that. That's good. I know my 2 cents does it. If you have a white friend, you have to educate them because they don't know. Some do not know, but they have good intentions. Now, of course, you always have racists, but I look at it like from everyone. Okay, what did you say? Obama was Anthony Fox and Trump was Sonny Perdue. Designated survivor? Miss Ellington? Is he stone crazy? Who? Is who stone crazy? Are y'all having a conversation? But yeah, educating is the most important thing, because you think about it, like Internet Granny says, when a baby is born, that child doesn't even know what color he is. You notice that it actually doesn't start coming in till the kid gets bigger. They don't know that. So that's some people. But I found out the Native American Indians are in the league, and it bothers them as much as I believe that. I definitely believe that, because if we're going to be honest about this, they were here first. The best is yet to come. We live in a land of confusion. Nothing is absolutely nothing is as it appears. If we go by the structure of this country now, the Native Americans were here. Christopher Columbus came. They invaded the Native Americans' land. I think the Native Americans, in a sense, got it worse than we do. I do. Because they promised and made promises, did not keep it, put them on these reservations. Even when you look at how Congress and the Senate is made, they don't have much representation there. How many Native Americans actually hold a seat as a member of Congress or a member of the United States Senate? I'll wait. They don't have much representation. They have told me so. Mm-hmm. Yep. By the Native Americans? Absolutely. I mean, this is the thing. If we're gonna have an honest conversation about the country of this structure, the structure of this country, the racism, the lack of opportunities, the first thing is we got to be real. We got to scrub all the lies, all the myths, and just be real. Those Native Americans, they were here. They would succeed. The Europeans came. What did they do? Brought diseases. Turned some of them into slaves. Put them on a reservation. Promised them land, this thing, and it wasn't. No, they didn't keep their promises. And then, so I think that they had it worse. Yes, we came over here as slaves, but this was never our country. It was never our country. Yet, what do we have? We do, at least they acknowledge us. They give us the shortest month of the year for Black History Month. But it's something. Now remember something. Do anybody know if the Native Americans get any kind of holiday? Press secretary said there was no need for a designated survivor because most of Congress was not going to be there, so there's no need. I don't believe it. I believe that's some bullshit. I just can't see that. My daughter is big into Native American culture since it's part of our makeup. Do you know which part, which Indian, which Native American you would come from, your lineage, Miss Cunningham? My great grandmother, her mom was a Seminole, a full Indian. Now keep in mind, my great grandmama, which we call a nanny, she lived to be 102. She had the longest, silkiest hair, was pretty white, all the way down her butt crack. And she said her mom was a full Indian. Her father was black. If a decapitation strike had occurred last night, then who would be president? Exactly, the best is yet to come. That's why I don't believe it. I believe that you have to have someone as a designated survivor. They're not going to tell us. Okay, wait a minute. Cherokee and Blackfoot. Okay, that's your lineage. Cherokee and Blackfoot. All right. I'm trying to wonder, where were the Cherokees at? I cannot think off the top of my head which state. Hold on. My 2 cents is ABC 13 had a town hall last night about Asians, violence against them, yet I don't recall a town hall about it against black. Okay, see? Now I told y'all this is my opinion, what I'm saying, but I can only base my opinion on what I see in the media. Now when you say, well, the media, what source of the media do you get it from? I will watch some of everything, even some of the extreme outlets, because I refuse to just watch one network, because I feel like my opinion would be just based on what I'm getting there. So I want to have a whole roundabout, a full opinion. You got a spot of Irish, damn. What was going on there? Okay, Blackfoot, Cherokee, and some Indians. Somebody was doing a lot of creeping. What the fuck? You know what, Miss Cunningham? I can see that in you. Look how long your hair is and thick. I can see that. That probably would come from either Cherokee or the Blackfoot. I can see that. A spot of black. Silly. My 2 cents says, I'm very indifferent about their complaints. They don't give a damn about us. That's valid. The truth is, a lot of black people, it's not uncommon. I would say your opinion, my 2 cents, is probably, it would probably represent 90% of African Americans. She said, I'm a patchwork. Patricia Ellington says, she said most of the cabinet would be watching from the office or home, which was true. Yeah. Well, they only let, because I took notes on this, guy. You know, the wonk in me, the nerd. Typically, it would be 1,600 or more people there. But because of the pandemic, only 200 people were allowed. I think, and don't quote me about this, but I think even the Supreme Court, you only had one member there, and that was the head of the Supreme Court. That was Justice John Roberts, who was appointed by President Bush. He was there. Girl, you behind with the comments. Okay, you know why? Because my moderator is in the chat. How about that? Yeah, you know I can't see. I got my little glasses, but you know how they work. She said most of the cabinet would be watching from the home, which was true. Let me go back up and see if I missed her. She had to throw that little shade. I'm behind the comments. I'm trying to do everything. Read the comments, smoke my cigarette, drink my coffee. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. The best is yet to come said. I don't think I put that. Oh yeah, I got that. Deb told me something. And you know, like, since we already in the business with Washington trying to become a state, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am so for that. Thank you, Miss Cunningham. She said, I'm okay. You got that, my 2 cents? You got that? And that granny said, I'm okay. How about that? And everybody know that the reason that they're bucking against Washington become a state, because the makeup of Washington is more blacks. But the excuses you've heard is some of the most ridiculous ones that, what did they say? It's not big enough. I read some of that. It's just ridiculous. But I'm for Washington becoming a state. Absolutely. Will it happen? No. Not right now because you don't have enough Democrats to represent the Senate. And then you got the worst one to me, which is a fraud, or he's trying to flex his power, which is the West Virginian. What's his name? Joe Manchin. The worst. Now he's a Democrat, been there for 20 years, but he tends to vote or try to flex his power. Like I'm not gonna vote for this bill or that. And you got the one that's in Arizona, the lady. You all funny. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Because y'all know I don't get a lot of people over here because I don't talk about any content creators. But so I appreciate you guys that come over here and give your girl a little love and support. It means a lot. Like I always say, I don't do beef videos. I don't do that. But I do go and watch and I get my kiki on, my giggle on. And it's hilarious. So I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. I really do. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got 8 more minutes and then I'll have a good old hour in here. Because like I said, I haven't did a video since my birthday on the 22nd. The hell? Oh. Oh no. Somebody at the door. But yeah, you know what? I know it's early now, but what we have to do is make sure during the midterm election, which they've made it much harder. But you got to vote. You got to vote. You got to vote. If the Democrats remain to try to keep control of the House, which is an uphill battle for right now. So, it's in 2 years. We got to vote. Y'all, hold on 1 minute. Summer is barking. Hold on 1 minute. Let me see somebody out here. Hold on 1 second. Who are you barking at? Okay, I'm back. That was Mr. True Slayer coming through. Speak to my people real quick. He gotta go. He brought me a Red Bull.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all good?
My baby brought me a Red Bull.
Yeah, trying to make it happen. Hope y'all have a good day.
He worried about his hotel. All right. Thank you. Love you too. You driving my car? Mm-hmm. Okay. I wondered what happened. Like, I'm stuck. All right. Have a good day. Yeah. I didn't know. I thought he'd already left for work. I looked and my car was gone. I didn't say anything. I was going to take it like a G. Because I don't drive his truck. You know that. He wasn't there. What did she put? The best is yet to come. It would have been Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State. Miss, hey, he said, hey, he just walked out. He can be sweet when he wants something. Nah, he's pretty good. I thought he had left. He had went somewhere before he went to work, came back and brought me my watermelon Red Bull. Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I actually enjoyed this. We got like 5 minutes. I actually enjoyed this. I got my government. Had some political government in here. A little bit of shade. And I do appreciate you guys. And I do, because a lot of times, hell, we get on YouTube. We get on YouTube to just come, relax, have a kiki. And that's why I would watch I watch the beef messiness. That's just to relax and unwind. But then when I do something, and my 2 cents to tell you, When we get on here, we just talk about real life stuff, whether it's relationships, what's going on in the news. We're petty with each other and messy with each other, but not anything else. So I appreciate you guys. Good job. I'm thinking about I don't know, because all of this flagging is going on, which is not my issue because I don't see anybody flagging my little my little doo-doo channel. What moderated? Oh no, she did. Don't do me. Don't you do me, my 2 cents. I'm about to text your black ass. No, that's not how it went. And you do have your wrench. Hello? Don't do me, put me on blast. That's fucked up, my 2 cents. How you gonna do that? Petty. As always, you have good commentary on bad subjects. Thank you, Internet Granny, because sometimes I say, well, I just might stop doing it. But I just get on here, just to shoot the shit with my petty moderators. Ooh, take your ass. You ain't shit, my 2 cents. She's been mean. No, it ain't. I didn't tell you. No. My dog, a fox came up. It was outside and trying to get untied a little puppy. My son has a puppy. He's outside and he was on a little, what you call it? He was on a little chain, but it's not a chain. It's plastic, some kind of little thing. And then the little doghouse. The other 3 dogs was out there, and the fox was trying to get to the puppy. I ran outside, dropped, cracked my phone, and I was on the phone with AT&T because I have the plan, insurance. But I was on there like over an hour, and I still on hold, still haven't been able to call in my damn phone. That's bullshit. I mean, I'm with AT&T, and my phone is just shattered. I can see a little bit out of it, but I need to get a replacement. So that's where my black ass been. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you coming by and keeping me company. Stop being mean to your sister. She being mean to me. She knows she is being mean to me. You know what? I'm going to screenshot my phone and show you how shattered it is. And look, I don't have much patience. I'm on the phone for over an hour with this doom, 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 the little music, and they still ain't got back to me, so I hung up. I think it's going to be quicker for me to just go in the store to do the claim for my phone. Her wrench is up there. Ask Tracy's World. Tracy's World, didn't I ask you how to give the wrench back, the moderator wrench? She'll tell you if she's in here. I didn't know how to do it. I had to Google how you do it. Because even when I first got on here, I didn't know how to do a moderator. Tracy's World kind of taught me through that. Putting you both. She's putting us both on timeout. Well, Patricia, Miss Internet Granny, I'm all right with that. As long as I get me a brownie and a Red Bull, I'm good. No, it's not. Yeah, okay, guys, we got 1 minute, and I have a whole hour here. I am working on, look, I will hit my 1,000. I could hit that today if I wanted to. However, I'm working on a few hours, 4,000 hours. I just got a couple more hundred. So I'm thinking about, she not blue? She didn't tell me she wasn't blue. Okay, I'm working on that today. Your ass is going to be blue, my 2 cents. Blue. I'll work on it today while I'm up here. Stop giving her that minute. And then come back on here. I do like one of those testers, and you can tell me if you're seeing blue. I can't see from here. I can't see blue, red, nothing. She don't have a wrench. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a private one, and somebody can come on here and show me how to do it, because I have Googled it, trying to give it back. But damn, I lost my thought. Anyway, breaking news. What did it say? North Carolina, breaking news. 2 deputies killed, suspect, and 2 others dead. Damn, it just came on my phone. 2 deputies were killed and 3 other people, including a suspected gunman, were found dead after a lengthy standoff in North Carolina, a sheriff's office said. Shit, some breaking out every day. It says the Watauga County Sheriff's Office says Sergeant Chris Ward and K-9 Deputy Logan Fox were dispatched to a home in Boone, North Carolina at 9:44 a.m. Oh, that was just an hour ago. No, yesterday. Wednesday afternoon, the homeowner and his family didn't report to work or answer telephone calls. Both were hit by gunfire. Other officers were able to put out Ward, who later died at the hospital. The individual suspected of killing the 2 officers is also suspected of killing 2 civilians in the residence. Well, damn. Y'all, please tell me this ain't nobody black. I don't know. I can't take it. Yep, it just came up on my phone. 1 officer was hit, but he escaped injury using his Kevlar helmet. Damn, he was gonna get shot in the head. Lord, it's time to get the heck out of here. I know that's right. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming through. All of y'all, appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Now, if you guys see a live of something, just to get those work on my hours, maybe like between 1 in the morning and 6, I may do some kind of, you know how you see them live silence or them, they're live, but it's some silent videos, like you're looking at raindrops or some shit. Don't think I'm crazy. That's what I'm working on. Storm me out. Got to get about 200 more watch hours, and I'll be in there. No wrench in here. Okay, I'm gonna give it to her. Thank you guys. I love you so much. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you thumbs this up, like, share. Oh, and at night, if you're going to see, hit one of them playlists tonight, Internet Granny or something, to help me get to my last 200 to 300 hours, watch hours. Remember, my main thing is to get the community page. I don't care about the money. My 2 cents about that. I don't give a damn about the money, about monetize, but I do want to get that community page to share my thoughts. All right, guys. Thank you so much for rocking out with your girl, True Slayer, over here. Thank y'all for helping me go through the news. For Internet Granny getting on my case. Y'all give me shade and love. Lord have mercy. I'll be there. I love you. Y'all, peace, love, and light. Have a great day. Your girl, True Slayer, and I'm out. Gonna work on the blue wrench. I love you.